Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
On the ground, it's Watson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the
breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Dyer. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab for a big play. Here he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll try to get outside. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense.
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run from the shotgun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Taylor wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Robinson. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. It's It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Taylor wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Robinson. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Robinson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Evans. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Line getting set on 2nd down. back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Glover. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man, it's Dyer. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to run it. The ball pops out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guy.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that is... good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Complete downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The sure hands, it's Glover. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Using his legs, it's Porter. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take a snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Reese. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. They try to get it outside on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Mississippi State going up tempo. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to test the right side with this one. Running into the open space. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
A first down run in the red zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score. And
he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a crease, it's Raymond. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lofts one high indeed. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Touch pass on the run. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Evans.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5. And it
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Took a shot as he threw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a way to start this drive with a 1st and goal from the 6. The Tigers with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Trying to find the end zone. And And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Glover. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Dortch. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He makes a catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Got a little space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Tigers are facing third and inches. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those third and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.